So I just want to talk about the no fat flatline and what you can expect throughout this phase of quitting PMO addiction. You're gonna go through a phase that I didn't even know about, which is the no fat flatline. When you've been abstaining from PMO for a couple of months or a couple of weeks, I mean, you're gonna feel like super unmotivated, low energy, like you don't want to do anything, man. Like you'll think that the benefits aren't working, and before, like a couple weeks before this, you were just on top of everything, man. You were just super motivated, everything was going good, and then all of a sudden you hit this withdrawal symptom from quitting PMO, and you'll realize that your your motivation has completely dropped. You have no ambition to do anything. You can barely get up out of bed, and it's one of the worst things ever. And not many people even talk about this, but it's a thing. It's like once you get to a certain point, your brain will start rewiring itself and recalibrating. Like when you do drugs, like you will go through like a withdrawal phase. This is normal. This is probably happens. I'd say maybe 2 to 3 weeks after you quit. Maybe actually more, 3 to 4 weeks. You'll start feeling this flatline period where you just feel like super unmotivated. And around this period, you'll start having like a lot of sexual dreams and everything. And you know, it's normal. It's a part of the process. But the biggest thing that I learned about this period is that you have to try to keep moving, man. Like to me, I would just give myself the excuse of, oh, you're going through the fat line, so you don't have to do anything. Because you're going through the flat line, it's okay to sleep in. You're going through the flat line, so you don't have to do. It's like just giving yourself excuses and making it worse than it is. The best thing you can do is to get moving, man. Like let's say take a cold shower, get up, and try to go to the gym, man. Like if anything, you have to keep moving during this period. Like the worst thing you can do is just sit around and just wondering what's going on. You're going through this phase and it'll be over soon. But if you give yourself the excuse that, oh, I'm going through the no fat flatline, so it's okay for me to sleep in, or oh no, I'm going through the no fat flatline, so it's okay for me to skip my morning workout, then you're only making it worse because you're giving yourself an excuse to take action, which is the worst thing you can do, which is the whole reason we got on this journey is to stop fucking being weirdos and shit. The benefits that I could tell you that you get once you quit this fucking bad habit are just like so much more motivation, man. You'll have so much more motivation to do the things that you never wanted to do. You'll literally feel it in your stomach. Like I feel it in my stomach sometimes, like especially like at night. Like I don't know if you get like that 2 a.m., 3 a.m. motivation like we used to as like younger kids, but like that's what it feels like now. Like literally from the morning you'll start feeling like this, like feeling in your stomach, bro. Like just like I could compare it to like when you get the caffeine, like you first take like a big amount of caffeine and you start feeling that first urge, but not as strong, not like as urged, not like as jittery, but you will feel that feeling in your stomach. It's like it kind of feels like it's sunk in, and it's like whoa, like I feel more energetic. Like oh, I feel like I have these sexual thoughts. You'll have the sexual thoughts, but it comes with energy. It's like you'll be thinking about how you'll have sexual thoughts, but you'll think about positive things that you can do to transmutate that energy instead of fucking being a weirdo and going to watch porn and shit. And that's what I'm saying is like if you're able to make it over the flat line, you'll be able to experience these uh these benefits. But the best thing that I could tell you if you're struggling with quitting this habit is getting rid of all your triggers, making sure your phone is away from you when you're going to sleep. And the biggest thing is to become really aware that you are a person. Like I would start watching like a bunch of like no fat videos and everything so you can ingrain it into your memory that you don't want to do this anymore, because you want it to make it like something that you think about. Like you don't want to identify as a person that like uses PMO, but you want to be like a person that understands that this shit is bad for you. You always want to have that in your brain because this shit happens automatically. When you're like lonely, when you're feeling unmotivated, when you haven't been productive throughout the day, when you eat junk food, when you watch Instagram and you see some ass, that's when it'll most come to you. Especially at night. When you're trying to go to sleep, you'll start feeling these urges. But if you make it and ingrain it into your memory that you are no longer a person that wants to partake in these habits, then it'll be easier to quit because you'll try to act out what you're not supposed to do, but since you have watched so much content because you have literally committed to this journey, you'll realize no, 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 like this is not me anymore. I'm trying to stop. So you'll literally catch yourself like having the urges super strong and just like not doing them because you have ingrained it into your memory that you don't want to be like this. Like I used to think that, oh, okay, I would be on a streak for like multiple days or not multiple weeks and stuff, and I would think that I could still have these triggers on my phone and have Instagram and all this shit on it. You can't. You have to get rid of all the triggers, or else you'll go 4 months, 5 months, and then you'll relapse. And then before you know it, you'll relapse again, and then again and again. And before you know it, you're in a rut, and all the energy that you were getting before, now you have to go through the no fat flatline again, which is terrible. Like just as fast as you were able to go back up, and like it's like you can literally destroy your progress in like one day. Like fast as shit. Like, yes, it might be a little easier to get back on track the second time, but who wants to go through that phase? Like, days go by pretty slow, man. Like, and you'll catch yourself wanting to go back into the like have these benefits, but since you messed up, now you have to wait like a month and a half, or now you have to wait 2 months. So just understand that just one single mistake can literally make you go back 2 months in progress, 3 months in progress, which is the worst thing that you can do, especially if you're trying to become successful in life, especially if you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to start a YouTube channel or do anything that you want to save, you have to have as many advantages as you can in your life. Which the biggest thing that was fucking me up was this horrible habit that everybody thinks is normal, which is not. And like it is the worst thing that you can do as a man. It is the worst thing that is on the planet. It's to me, it's like it's just as bad as fucking coke to me. Like this shit is as bad as crack. This shit is horrible for you because everybody thinks it's normal. Children are on it. It's so accessible. It's it's practically free if you have a phone. Like with a single touch or single like 1 minute, you have access to this shit, which completely rewires your brain to want to absolutely pursue this and not pursue real goals, which is the worst thing that you can do because you are literally reprogramming your brain to not want to actually reproduce with a real woman because your brain thinks that this shit is real. Like your phone, you look at this ass on Instagram, you look at all these things, and you think that shit is real, which it messes up your brain because we are animals. So when you see this shit on your phone or you're on Instagram scrolling, you are literally destroying your ambition. You are literally destroying your chances of getting with a real woman because your brain thinks it's real. Like our brains are literally like cavemen. Like yes, our brain are like you think it's not real, but your brain doesn't know it's not real. It thinks it's real, and it thinks that literally you have access to like a million women, which makes you think that you are like the best person ever, and you don't have to do any work, and you don't have to do any of these things, and that the best thing literally it'll start associating like success with just watching Instagram models or doing any of this shit. Like I remember like one of my like it got to the point where literally like seeing any of this shit like on the TV or any of that shit, like any like really attractive women that has like fucking like really showing like a bunch of her body and shit like would trigger your brain. Like it would trigger my brain to the point of like wanting to relapse and shit. That's how bad it got to me. Like you think everything is okay, and you think you don't have a problem until you actually want to stop. Once you want to stop and you delete all your shit, and you catch yourself literally, you delete your account, you delete everything, and then at night you catch yourself like by yourself, like going back like a fucking crackhead. That's when you know you have a fucking problem. Like that's when you're like, dude, what the fuck? like, yes, this is actually an addiction. Like, I want to challenge anybody that's even, if you're even watching this video, if you even care about it, like, I want you to literally try to stop this, and you're gonna realize how fucking addicted you are to porn, how addicted you are to any of these bad habits. Like, it's the worst thing you can do, um, as a man. Like, if you're scrolling your phone, you're watching women. If you're scrolling on your phone and you're watching like naked women, or you're spending money on people that are sending you nudes, this is like the worst thing you can do as a man. It'll destroy your ambition to do anything that you want to do with your life, because you're reprogramming your brain to not work hard. You're reprogramming your brain to just be satisfied with instant gratification, which is on your phone, which is the reason why you find it hard to do the hard things. Because why would you want to do the hard work when you can just scroll on TikTok and see a bunch of ass, go on Instagram and you can see a bunch of naked women showing their ass, or you can just pay for fucking nudes and shit like a dumbass. Honestly, it's pretty stupid. So get rid of all this addiction that you have in your brain, because it's literally destroying like everything in your life. It is destroying everybody around you, destroying your relationship, it's destroying your most like most importantly, it's destroying your ambition as a man. Like, when you're able to transmute that energy of abstaining from porn or abstaining from sex, and you transmute that energy into something that's actually positive, you'll you'll notice that you're able to get farther. You'll notice that energy, like I talk about, in your stomach. You'll feel it like coming up, like, oh, I have more energy. Like, I have like I actually want to pursue bigger goals. Oh, I actually want to go speak to that woman, because I'm not getting the attention from a fucking phone anymore. Like, I've noticed that shit. Like, literally, women will notice that you are on semen retention, and this isn't. I don't think it's a placebo effect, because you will literally catch women looking at you. Maybe it's because you're working more harder, or maybe like at the gym, you'll notice like people will look at you more. Like, I don't know if it's because the way that they see you carrying yourself, because your self esteem will literally change. Like, you'll look at yourself in the mirror and you'll feel so much more proud of yourself. You'll feel like this sensation of like proudness, of like self-esteem, like it's like so high. Like, before you even got onto this, you didn't even feel that shit. Like, you wouldn't even feel that shit. Like, you would look at the mirror and you're just like, I don't care. But now every time you look at the mirror, you're like, holy shit, like, I am that motherfucker. Like, I have this energy about me, I have this vibe, and people will notice that shit, especially women. Like, you'll notice them like within your like you'll notice like women in your circle, because like they say that like women can smell like high testosterone in your pheromones or some shit, or it's some animalistic shit. Like literally women like can feel when a guy is abstaining from this shit, and he's like fucking his fucking semen is like super strong or some shit. It's some animal shit, but like literally people will notice that you are on no fap. Like, they don't know that, oh, this guy's not a wanker, but like they'll just the way you carry yourself, the way you push in the gym, just the way everything, they will notice. You'll catch people looking at you. You'll catch women like lingering around your area and shit. You'll catch yourself wanting to talk to people like women when before you were scared. Like, this is like the biggest benefit that you can do if you're a man. Like, get off of that shit, bro. It's the worst thing ever. I can't repeat it enough. Get off of it. If you're going through the no fat flatline, don't give yourself the excuse that that, oh, I'm going through this period, so it's okay for me to slack off. Like, I've been doing recently, saying, oh, I'm going through this period, so I don't have to wake up early because I need more rest. Like, motherfucker, you're just giving yourself an excuse. Like, oh, I have anhedonia or some bullshit like that. Like, so I don't have to wake up and shit. And that's like the worst thing ever. Like, if you're during the flatline, go through it. Stop giving yourself an excuse. If you haven't even reached or don't even know what NoFap is, or quitting porn, or quitting all these addictions, is you need to get on it. Like, you need to get on it. It's not a joke. It's not a placebo effect. It's for real. Like, this is the reason why there's some men in this world that are literally super ambitious in the world. Is because when you're disciplined in like literally, if you're undisciplined in one of your areas of life, then it'll leak into other areas of life. So if you're like a wanker and you try to be like disciplined in work, And then because you're undisciplined and you watch porn and you do all these things, then you'll notice it yourself. It'll start leaking into other areas of your life. And that's all I have to say, man. Just get off of this shit. It's the worst thing ever. It's a horrible drug. Is get off of that shit immediately, man. That's all I have to say. Transmute your energy into something that's actually positive and will actually build the life that you want instead of just fucking blowing it into like a fucking blanket or blowing it into a fucking sock like a loser, okay? So stop that shit. Stop touching yourself, you fucking weirdo.